We're now being joined by our Pakistan Bureau Chief Anas Malik, live from Islamabad. Good to see you, Anas Malik. Just moments ago, the PPP and the PMLN held a meeting at Bilawal's house in Lahore, and they said that in principle they have agreed on political cooperation. PPP is set to put forward PMLN's suggestions in its CEC meeting tomorrow. Tell us more about this latest development. What does it mean?
Well, Eric, I'd ask you to allow me and bear with me on this while I translate from the joint statement that's been issued in Urdu. So just bear me with this. It says the president of the Pakistan People's Party, Asif Ali Zardari, chairman of the Pakistan People's Party, Bilawal Bhutto Zardari, have met former Prime Minister Mia Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif at Bilawal House in Lahore. They both have agreed, the Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz and the Pakistan People's Party in their meeting have agreed in principle for political cooperation. In the meeting, they have also discussed the overall situation in the country, and they have also discussed in detail with regards to this political cooperation. Both the leaders have also agreed that it is necessary for the country to have political stability, and therefore it is imperative to have political cooperation. Now, they've also said, both the leaders have also in principle have said that they will try to get the country back on the track through political stability, and in the meeting it was also decided that PMLN's suggestion would be put forward before the People's Party's Central Executive Committee that is to be held tomorrow. Both have said that the majority of the people have given them mandate and that they will not disappoint the public. Among the delegates from the PMLN who had gone to the Bilawal House in Lahore to meet the PPP leadership included Azam Nazir Tarar, Ayaz Sadiq, Ehsan Iqbal, Rana Tanveer, Khwaja Saad Rafiq, Malak Ahmed Khan, Maryam Aurangzeb and Shahzad Fatma Khwaja. Now, what I understand from this is that they've overly used this word political cooperation. What is going to be that political cooperation is $1 million question, and I think come tomorrow 7 p.m. Pakistan time, when the PPP's Central Executive Committee meets here in Islamabad at the Zardari House, that is when things will be abundantly clear as to which direction they are heading to. Eric?
Anas Malik, this is very interesting because just before the polls, you managed to speak to Bilawal Bhutto. Then he was the foreign minister, and he said that he will not work under Nawaz Sharif as a foreign minister, and he had also suggested some, what he intends to do if he becomes the next prime minister. Has that changed so far? Looking at the latest development where the PMLN visited the PPP. PPP is chaired by Bilawal Bhutto Zardari.
You rightly mentioned, Eric, that during our interview with WION just exactly 10 days ago, Bilawal Bhutto Zardari was very persistent with regards to his pitch that he will be the Prime Minister, and there seems to be clarity on the part of Pakistan People's Party that on who their Prime Ministerial candidate would be. He's made it clear that in a lot of interviews that he's given to the media, that he's been there, done that, quote unquote, with regards to the foreign ministership or being the minister under anyone. So it would be really interesting. You've mentioned, you've had a mention in your question with regards to Nawaz Sharif putting forward the leadership or the prime ministership, but in the past 3 days or so since the polls have taken place, we are yet to hear clarity from the Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz as to who its prime ministerial candidate would be. And I think that is the reason it is imperative to wait and see as to what the PMLN has suggested to the Pakistan People's Party, that it would be laying before its Central Executive Committee come Monday at 7 p.m. at the Zardari House. Because whatever that they are suggesting, would that be agreeable to the PPP or not? That too is the second phase of the question. But the first phase is, what is the actual suggestion, Eric?
Anas Malik, just before I let you go, we did speak about protests in Rawalpindi and Karachi, and these are supporters of the PTI party. What are their grievances? Why are they protesting? Are the protests still going on?
So a bit of the context. Yesterday, the PTI held its first post-election press conference. We were there and we asked a question as well. Vion asked a question to Barrister Gohar. In that very press conference, Barrister Gohar announced that PTI will be holding a peaceful protest outside every returning officer's office in all across the country. The protests were to start at 2. They did not start until 4:30 Pakistan time. And these protests were not just limited to Rawalpindi or to Karachi, they were all across the country, as I said. Now, the basic grievance is that the PTI believes that its mandate has been dropped, there has been swap of results, and that there needs to be a fair count in accordance with the Form 45 that the polling agents have, that has the number of votes polled in each polling station as well for the candidate. So if that is corroborated, then the PTI candidates would be in a lead. Now that is a claim, and in order to have their grievance addressed, that is the reason the PTI had called out for a nationwide protest, a peaceful protest today. But it is pertinent to mention that parts of the country has Section 144 imposed. That means assembly of 4 or more than 4 people at one particular place is not allowed. And that is the reason we saw some of arrest as well. The administration says that the PTI had not sought permission for a protest. But some rowdy scenes coming out from Lahore, from Rawalpindi and from Karachi with regards to the high-handedness of the authorities on PTI protesters. Eric?
All right, we are waiting for the final results to be called in Pakistan. That has not happened yet. We will be keeping a close eye on the developments in Pakistan. I've been talking to Pakistan Bureau Chief Anas Malik. Anas Malik, thank you. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.